So for the last part of the test review for energy protection, we really talked about ideally in Tai Chi, you've got a calm, centered, relaxed, energetically connected body. And that with that you don't break in your structure and you don't break in your internal connection through tension or anything like that. You let it continue to flow, and ideally everything flows towards ground, but well connected inside of you. And then if you're doing that and you maintain that when you're pushing, and the other person, if they try to shove you a bit, it becomes you have something to act with. But as soon as you try to put that kind of grr back to them, now it becomes this thing that you don't want. Careful not to throw you into the wall. And you can tell that it's staying connected, okay? So along with that, when you're playing and doing these things, or doing just a Wu Chi or hold the ball, and you're building the energy and you feel for like the energy ball, and okay, there's energy there, then you want to be able to just reclaim that and store it for health and not lose what you kind of built. If you leave it out there on the surface, some of it's going to dissipate off. There's other problems that come from it if you don't put the energy away too, and that you might be too pumped up and finding, oh gee, I've got a good quality energy, but I can't sleep very well. You know, I'm wide awake. And so you want to put it away, soft, put it away and be able to relax. The other thing to know there is that if you did put it away and sunk that energy into the ground, rooting, and through your bone marrow, try to, and then not pushing it, it's relaxing and letting it drop. Now, if you don't feel it through the bone marrow yet, just don't worry about it. Every time you put it away, do like a grand Tai Chi, feel the sink. If you've been doing it for a while and you can really feel that drop, see if you can feel by how you adjust your posture, so it should be centered and relaxing and releasing, and see if you can feel it going through your bone marrow down into the ground. And if so, that's correct. And then you'll feel the energy ball after that, and the energy ball will be a lot less because now it's inside of you, stored in the bone marrow, like with the bone marrow washing, bone marrow breathing kind of stuff. If you were to do that, could feel it going down through and still had an abundance, then you would do packing. On our materials, I'm teaching how to do packing. I am not going to teach it here. If you're not ready for it, it can hurt you. If you can't feel inside the bone marrow, I don't mean pushing or moving through the bone marrow, but if you can't feel inside of it, and as you relax, you can't feel the movement through, that's the first step. I'm giving you that. Most people won't give you that. When you do enough, the chi will start to drum. That'll tell you for some other things to go on. All this is talked about in the marrow washing classics, and to some degree in some of the other Qigong and Tai Chi classics when they're talking about the state of the internal body. But most of the time it reads like something that doesn't make sense at all. Really has great long-term health, great energy effects. And I'm happy to teach it to you again if you're packing the energy and your body's not adjusted and built to that already. It can really damage you. So I'm not going to put that out there publicly. If you want it, it is on our stuff, and then you would be following the other things unless you've been training for a long time and you have this great abundance of energy. Then the next step, go to clearmartialarts.com, sign up, and in the class curriculum for our intermediate Tai Chi program, this is in there, and it's in there in depth so that you can study it. Thanks for watching.